What does it feel like to be the smartest person in the world? I don't know. Ask Tesla. That is exactly what Albert Einstein once said. Indeed, our great scientist held a deep admiration for another scientist, someone often referred to as the mad scientist. That person was Nikola Tesla. Tesla is known as the great inventor of the 20th century, having created more than 300 inventions, most notably the development of alternating current, AC. However, Tesla's life was rather turbulent. During his time, humanity was not yet capable of fully understanding the ideas he proposed. It wasn't until much later that people began to realize Tesla was truly something beyond the limits of mankind. The mysteries he left behind for science are still being uncovered to this day. Nikola Tesla was born on July 10, 1856, and passed away on January 7, 1943. Tesla's father was a priest in the Eastern Orthodox Church, while his mother was an intelligent woman with an inventive mind, often creating useful household devices. From a young age, Tesla tinkered with inventions alongside his mother, which planted in him the dream of becoming a great inventor. When he entered university, Tesla enjoyed studying physics and mathematics, but gradually shifted his passion toward electrical engineering. He studied at a technical school in 1873, and later at the Polytechnic Institute in Austria. However, during this time, Tesla developed a gambling addiction that eventually got him expelled. Nevertheless, he managed to pull himself together and continued pursuing his passion for electricity. In 1881, he worked at a telephone company in Budapest, Hungary. There, he invented his first induction motor. But due to the lack of interested investors in Europe, he decided to move to the United States in 1884, beginning his journey working for Thomas Edison, a major turning point in Tesla's life. In New York City, Tesla was hired to work for Edison Machine Works. His job started with basic electrical tasks, but quickly progressed to solving some of the company's most difficult problems. He was even assigned to redesign Edison's direct current DC generators from scratch. Tesla succeeded in redesigning the outdated, inefficient generators and motors, significantly improving both economic efficiency and quality. According to Tesla, Edison had said, "If you can do that, we will pay you $50,000. This promise was hard to believe coming from Edison, known for his stingy pay and not having that kind of money available. After months of work, Tesla completed the task and asked to be paid as promised. But Edison replied, "Oh, Tesla, you don't understand our American humor. I was only joking." Tesla realized that Edison had no intention of honoring his word. Instead, Edison offered to raise his weekly wage by only $10, from $10 to $18 per week. Frustrated by what he felt was a betrayal, along with disagreements over the use of alternating current, a highly significant invention, Tesla resigned shortly afterward. Right after leaving Edison's company, Tesla began developing and applying for a patent for an arc lighting system, similar to the one he had previously worked on at Edison's factory. In March 1885, he met patent attorney Lemuel Sorel, who had also represented Edison, to seek help in registering his invention. Sorel introduced Tesla to two businessmen, Robert Lane and Benjamin Vail, who agreed to fund a manufacturing company for Tesla's electric lighting equipment, named Tesla Electric Light and Manufacturing. Tesla worked extremely hard throughout the rest of the year to finalize his inventions, including an improved direct current DC generator. This became Tesla's first U.S. patent. His new system quickly attracted attention in technical circles and was covered by the press for its advanced features. However, investors showed little interest in Tesla's ideas about next-generation motors and alternating current transmission systems. In In response to those actions, at the 1893 Chicago World's Fair, Tesla used alternating current, AC, to light up over 90,000 light bulbs simultaneously. Immediately, this event caused a major sensation around the world. Later, at an 1898 exhibition at Madison Square Garden, Tesla stunned the public by unveiling a radio-controlled boat. The crowd was amazed, but because they couldn't find a logical explanation for the phenomenon, many assumed it was simply magic. Some even claimed the boat was being moved by a trained monkey hidden inside. This invention of Tesla's is considered a pioneering step toward the robot age that would come later. His invention was so far ahead of its time that it was not accepted. In fact, Tesla was initially denied a patent for this idea because people found it too unbelievable. Also stemming from his research into radio waves, in 1926, Tesla made a remarkable prediction. Once humans mastered wireless technology, the entire Earth would become a single, inseparable entity. This means that wherever we are, we can instantly connect with one another, see each other's faces, and hear each other's voices. There could be a device with minimal size and such functionality that we can easily slip it into our pocket, essentially the equivalent of the smartphone we use today. Nikola Tesla's inventions are considered to be up to 300 years ahead of their time. He always looked toward the future, which is why people call him the inventor of the 20th century. Tesla's admirers believe he possessed an extraordinary mental power called eidetic memory, the ability to visualize images with high precision in a short amount of time. However, to those who envied or misunderstood him, Tesla was seen as mentally unusual, even labeled as crazy. From an early age, he was always distant from the crowd. Tesla often isolated himself to feel and observe life more deeply. For him, every street and every corner became a familiar place. Tesla was also considered eccentric in his work. It is said that he often worked for several days straight without sleeping. His sleep patterns were fragmented and restless. Some even believed that Tesla came up with inventions during his dreams. Moreover, his lifestyle at the time was considered crazy. He would often walk 8 to 10 kilometers every day, especially in the evenings before bed. He believed that massaging his toes could stimulate special brain cells. Tesla was also believed to suffer from obsessive-compulsive disorder, OCD, a chronic psychological condition. However, Tesla experienced OCD at a time when the term was not yet recognized. Although a few historical records documented signs of OCD, media at the time was not developed enough to spread this information widely. Tesla, though known as a genius, was reportedly obsessed with cleanliness and had a strong fear of germs. He took extreme measures to avoid sources of illness, including washing his hands very frequently. If you found this video interesting, don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you won't miss the next exciting adventures. In his later years, Tesla made sure that all his food was thoroughly cooked. He even divided the portions on his plate and calculated the exact number of chews required to consume each dish neatly. His fear of bacteria was clearly reflected in his personal notes. Tesla once wrote that if you could see, even for just a few minutes, the grotesque, hairy, and hideous creatures tearing each other apart in the water, you would never drink a single drop of unboiled or uncleaned water again. Tesla wasn't only afraid of bacteria in water, he also feared germs on other people's hands. He often refused handshakes, and if he had to shake hands, he would wear gloves to avoid direct contact. These unusual habits and behaviors were often dismissed by admirers as the eccentricities of a genius, while critics took them as proof of mental instability. But both were wrong. Tesla was a patient who needed care. Tragically, he never received it. Nikola Tesla died poor and alone, a sorrowful end for a brilliant inventor and engineer. Today, we see inventions based on Tesla's ideas everywhere. We have alternating current, mobile phones, and remote control devices. The ideas Tesla proposed truly changed the world and altered the course of human history. However, humanity might achieve an even greater leap forward, elevating our civilization to a cosmic level, if we can unlock one of the mysterious legacies Tesla left behind. What I'm referring to is Tesla's obsession with the numbers 3, 6, and 9. He once said, "If you only knew the magnificence of the numbers 3, 6, and 9, then you would have the key to the universe." This was a thought Tesla pondered throughout his life. We know Tesla constantly sought to uncover and exploit the hidden truths of the world. He did this with electricity, and many of his inventions still exist today. He believed he could do the same with the numbers 3, 6, and 9. In reality, no one has yet been able to prove the mystery of these three numbers. To most of us, they seem like ordinary digits, but one thing is certain: Nikola Tesla was genuinely obsessed with them. What did these numbers mean to such a visionary inventor? Why did Tesla believe that 3, 6, and 9 were so important? In fact, these three numbers are connected to complex mathematical patterns and even the history of humanity. Let's start with the number 1. Double 1 to get 2, double 2 to get 4, double 4 to get 8, double 8 to get 16, 1 plus. 6 equals 7, double 16 to get 32, 3 plus. 2 equals 5, double 32 to get 64, 6 plus. 4 equals 10, and 1 plus 0 equals 1. If you continue this method, the resulting sequence of summed digits is 1 to 2 to 4 to 8 to 7 to 5 to 1 to 2. This cycle repeats, and notably, the numbers 3, 6, and 9 are completely missing, as if excluded from the pattern. But the intrigue doesn't stop there. When you start doubling the numbers 3, 6, and 9, something strange happens. 3 times 2 equals 6. 6 times 2 equals 12. 1 plus. 2 equals 3. 12 times 2 equals 24. 2 plus 4 equals 6. The sequence just alternates between 3 and 6. What about 9? Question mark. Doubling 9 always results in a total of 9. 18 to 1 plus 8 equals 9. 36. 3 plus 6 equals 9. 72 to 7 plus 2 equals 9. Tesla believed that frequency, energy, and vibration throughout the universe were inherently linked to 3, 6, and 9. If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Scientist Marco Rodin believed that 3, 6, and 9 represent a flux field, or a vector that bridges the third and fourth dimensions. Among these, the number 3 stands out the most, as it frequently appears throughout human history, from the three sides of a triangle to the concept of the Holy Trinity in many religions. Throughout his life, Tesla expressed his obsession with these numbers in many ways. He would often walk 3 laps around a building before entering. He once washed his dishes with 18 napkins, 18 being divisible by 3, 6, and 9. He only stayed in hotel rooms whose numbers were divisible by 3. Eventually, he passed away in room 327. Tesla's theory about 3, 6, and 9 continues to inspire people even today, proving that his ideas have not faded with time. Tesla has always been known for his groundbreaking, sometimes wildly unconventional ideas. His brilliant inventions were truly ahead of their time, aiming for a future of global peace through access to free energy. One of Tesla's most famous designs was the so-called death ray, a theoretical weapon envisioned to emit a powerful energy beam capable of halting any act of war without the need for traditional weapons or military intervention. According to Tesla, This beam could stop the threat of war almost instantly. Because of its uniqueness and seemingly insane potential, all research documents related to this invention became highly coveted by both the Soviet Union and Nazi Germany. After Tesla was found dead in a hotel room in New York in January 1943, a mysterious story began to unfold. Many of his research papers mysteriously disappeared. Tesla's family reported that before they could gain access to his belongings, an unidentified organization had arrived and removed a large amount of personal papers and confidential documents left behind by the scientist. Some believe that Soviet scientists took advantage of this opportunity to revisit and possibly replicate Tesla's work. Suspicion deepened when reports surfaced that the design of an anti-gravity engine developed by Russian scientists was said to be 99% identical to one of Tesla's lost manuscripts. Aside from suspicions toward the Soviet Union and Nazi Germany, the primary suspect behind the mysterious disappearance of Nikola Tesla's research is the U.S. government. When Tesla died, he left his estate to his nephew, Sava Kosanovich, the Yugoslav ambassador to the U.S. Fearing Kosanovich might use Tesla's inventions to develop weapons against America, the FBI quickly seized all of Tesla's documents and concealed them from public access. Although Tesla wasn't born in the U.S., he was an American citizen with numerous inventions that could have become powerful weapons. For this reason, the U.S. government paid special attention to his research. These documents were classified as top secret, restricted from scientists both inside and outside the country. Many believe the U.S. kept most of Tesla's work because it contained technologies capable of transforming the world, either for better or potentially for catastrophic harm. After many years of concealment in 2016 under the Freedom of Information Act, the FBI was finally forced to release 250 pages from Tesla's file. This revealed that suspicions about Washington using Nikola Tesla's research were entirely justified. However, despite being publicly disclosed, many questions remain unanswered, and numerous documents are believed to have disappeared from the file. The FBI confirmed that Tesla left behind 80 document folders, but only 60 were returned to his homeland. So where are the remaining 20 folders now? For a long time, the FBI has maintained control over both Nikola Tesla and his personal research. A recently declassified FBI document suggests that Tesla may have been a Venusian sent to Earth to live with a Tesla family in 1856 in a mountainous province of the former Yugoslavia. Another newly released secret FBI letter mentioned that Tesla had successfully invented an interplanetary communication device. If you found this video interesting, don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you won't miss the next exciting adventures. The machine was activated, allowing Tesla and his engineers to communicate regularly with many spacecraft from outer space, and even welcome extraterrestrial visitors. The FBI also released information that, in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, scientist Nikola Tesla reported having communicated with the Pleiadians and allies from Venus. The Pleiadians are believed to originate from another planet and are a benevolent race who seek to promote peace and prosperity. They resemble humans in appearance and are said to have arrived on Earth long ago. It was they who shared with Tesla the technologies that led to his inventions, including alternating current and hundreds of tools now used in aerospace and electronic technologies. Tesla's identity became increasingly mysterious when the FBI revealed that it currently holds records related to UFOs discovered after his death. Additionally, suspicions surrounding his crazy invention, the Tesla scope, a device believed to communicate with extraterrestrials and alien civilizations, have stirred public curiosity. According to the FBI, Tesla hoped to prove the existence of life on Mars through the use of the Tesla scope. Even so, to this day, no one has been able to verify the FBI's claims regarding the documents they hold, which relate to unbelievable research and the mysterious identity of Tesla. Increasingly, many of Tesla's documents are still regarded as science fiction due to their enigmatic nature. Whether Tesla was truly from Venus may not be of great importance, as his contributions to humanity were already immense. However, the secrets surrounding his missing pages are a different matter. Tesla's secret files may contain information so valuable that possessing them could make someone like a god. Indeed, there are conspiracy theories suggesting that the US government may have used Tesla's legacy to take over the role of God, controlling nature on this planet. Under the guise of protecting national security secrets, the US government has continuously sought out Tesla's manuscripts to create superweapons. It seems that at least 2 of Tesla's invention ideas have been fully exploited by the US government to form a covert regime aimed at manipulating Earth and humanity. The evidence lies in the increasingly strange patterns of climate change and extreme weather. It is now very likely that the United States has planned to borrow Nikola Tesla's ideas in order to control and ultimately dominate all of humanity in the future. The most terrifying things America might be doing through Tesla's research are hidden under the guise of a scientific project, one called HAARP, established in 1993. HAARP, or the High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program, is based in Gakona, in eastern Alaska, USA. This program is classified at the highest level of national security by the U.S. government. Since its inception, all information related to it has been kept entirely secret from all relevant agencies, including scientists both domestic and international. Only recently, when classified documents were forced to be disclosed, did the public learn of this horrifying project and begin raising numerous questions. The biggest concern is HAARP a new kind of weapon? An unconventional, non-lethal weapon disguised as a scientific research program? And if that's true, just how powerful is this weapon? And could it really manipulate the entire world? First of all, you need to know that this is an entirely new type of weapon, new in form, mechanism, and method of creation. HAARP began research in 1993 as part of the United States' Strategic Defense Initiative in the 1990s, funded by the Air Force, Navy, University of Alaska, and the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, DARPA. This program uses high-frequency electromagnetic signal transmitters to beam energy into the ionosphere and record the changes caused by this interaction. These signals are transmitted at 3 different frequency levels: ultra-low frequency, ULF, high frequency, HF, and very high frequency, VHF. Initially, the U.S. government claimed that HAARP's ambition was to create controllable changes in the Earth's ionosphere through a super-powerful broadcasting station. Once the behavior of the ionosphere is well understood, physicists could potentially mitigate the devastating effects of solar storms on Earth. If you found this video interesting, don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you won't miss the next exciting adventures. However, it seems the story isn't that simple, especially with the enormous $500 million budget allocated for HAARP. This suggests the program might have a deeper goal: to control the ionosphere and, from there, to create a new generation of destructive weapons called weather weapons. Documents have revealed the dark secrets hidden behind HAARP's safe-sounding research label. At its core, the program is actually a military technology project equipped with underground transmission systems capable of sending radio waves into the ionosphere. The physical properties of the ionosphere change constantly, hour by hour, minute by minute, day by day, and depending on the season. It becomes even more complex near the Earth's magnetic poles, where the most visible sign of ionospheric change is the aurora borealis. Thanks to advanced technology, scientists are able to record extremely subtle changes in the ionosphere when it is stimulated continuously or intermittently at various frequencies. They discovered an intriguing phenomenon. When high-frequency electromagnetic signals are fired into the ionosphere, the atoms there become ionized very rapidly. At this point, the phenomenon of ionospheric heating occurs, causing its physical properties to begin changing. This leads to alterations in the air layer beneath the affected area. Scientists around the world have observed that weather changes on the ground are often influenced by changes in the ionosphere. Therefore, if humans can understand and control these changes, they can fully manipulate the weather patterns on Earth. As such, when operational, the HAARP project could regulate the climate by creating targeted local weather modifications. It could potentially trigger floods, storms, extreme heat or cold, and even powerful earthquakes. Many experts believe this is a form of sophisticated yet highly effective weaponry, if executed smoothly. If HAARP succeeds, the United States could generate superstorms or massive cyclones targeting nations considered a threat. The destructive power of a single superstorm could cripple a country's economy, taking decades to recover. The ability to create superweapons from this program is no longer mere speculation. It has been demonstrated through multiple related events. The HAARP research facility was built in a remote area of Alaska, indicating that the United States is attempting to conceal the true purpose of the program. At this site, approximately 132 high-frequency transmitters have been installed. These weapons under the program are not only located within the U.S., but also in various other allied nations. The U.S. aims to use HAARP to generate a massive and terrifying force aimed at hostile countries or potential attack routes toward the U.S. mainland, as well as U.S. military positions stationed in allied territories. Independent scientific researchers around the world have repeatedly questioned HAARP's connection to recent global disasters. 1 week before the devastating Katrina superstorm occurred, scientists recorded abnormal changes in the atmosphere that may have been caused by ionospheric alterations. In 2005, Hurricane Ophelia moved in an unusual pattern and became the longest-lasting storm ever recorded. The United States Advanced Weather Forecasting System could not predict its path. The storm seemed as if someone was controlling it, rather than following natural weather patterns. In 2010, Venezuelan President Hugo Chavez publicly accused HAARP of triggering the earthquake in Haiti. According to recorded data, the violent quake originated from the collapse of a previously uncharted fault line along the boundary between the Caribbean and North American tectonic plates. The HAARP facility in Alaska was also blamed for causing the devastating Typhoon Haiyan in the Philippines in November 2013, using advanced VLF wave transmission technology. After each HAARP activation, another natural disaster seemed to occur. This has led many scientists to suspect that HAARP is actually a U.S. program designed to create weather-based superweapons. Recently, infamous whistleblower Edward Snowden revealed that HAARP is indeed a U.S. superweapon program, intended to bring about the country's plan for global domination. This further adds highly compelling evidence of the U.S. government's plan to control nature and develop new superweapons. It is known that in 1977, the United Nations passed a resolution banning the use of weather manipulation for military purposes. However, The immense strategic value of such technologies led some countries, like the United States, to secretly continue research in order to gain overwhelming global advantages. Such technology may even be more dangerous than nuclear weapons. Generally, natural phenomena operate under consistent laws of nature, which serve as a foundation for scientific study. If humans can control the weather, it could help mitigate the disastrous effects caused by climate change. Although the HAARP program remains shrouded in mystery, it is evident that the potential to control the ionosphere, and thus the weather, could very well become a reality. When that happens, weather-based weapons could become a catastrophe for humanity, if not bound by international law. Tesla might never have existed, but his legacy remains present everywhere. He is the past, the present, and the future of this world. It is truly sad that during his lifetime of dedication to science, Tesla did not receive what he truly deserved. So, what do you think about Tesla's life? About the mysterious documents that disappeared? Or about the way he changed the world? Leave your thoughts in the comments section below the video. And now, goodbye, and see you again in the next videos. Have a great day, everyone.